Dangerous media, being careful on what you allow in. This is very important because we allow things in, not by just by the things that we watch, but also the things that we listen to as well. In a previous Bible study that I did a while ago, it was about New Age. It just mentioned, have you been exposed to witchcraft? It's a lot of things that they put, whether if it's an adult, no matter what it's rated, PG-13, R-rated, Nickelodeon, Nick Jr., Disney Channel. It really don't matter. Basically, the media's vision board supports things of darkness, and that's just the way it is. I know when I was like a little kid, I had to be like maybe 4 or something, but my mom forced me to watch Chucky, and I just remember having nightmares so much. It was the one with Andy, and the older ones are always scarier. But I mean, at the end of the day, when Chucky was being brought to life by Tiffany right here, she was doing a real spell to bring him to life, and these spells are put on the audience. Just like in Black Panther when they were calling on those spirits, and speaking to the dead, Deuteronomy chapter 18, as well as in the book of Second Kings, I believe it's like between chapters 15 through 20. It talks about, what the kings did and how they were wicked kings and they practiced divination, which is like spells, consulting the dead, mediums, spirit mediums, ancestor worship, was really promoted in this movie. And then the movie Avengers, they were focused on having a dark portal, and it was a bad brother named Loki or whoever, and they were fighting against the darkness, and they were going through portals, and then now we, learning more about CERN, and CERN has been around for a long time. If you want to trace it back to Switzerland. And personally, I remember going to see Bad Boys for Life, and in the movie, it was that witch princess, whatever, the Mexican princess, and she was saying the spell, and I couldn't remember why I had nightmares from an action movie. I thought it was a good movie at that time. I don't have anything to say about the movie now, but I definitely did have nightmares about the lady, and she was using real witch spells. And then Halloween time on Disney Channel, they have all the Halloween movies, Halloween Time, blah blah blah. Um, but just make it long story short, I mean, it's been promoted to us for a long time, and you see it looks normal, looks happy, and it's promoted to every single age group. But I'm just gonna move along to how media is very dangerous. So personally, I deleted all my social media over a year ago. I felt very convicted after the fact on having a high social media platform, altogether over 100,000 people. And I only used it for things of, idol worship, basically. Nothing of good, just a bad, at the end of the day, whenever I open up social media, I just see something wicked now. But to keep things on topic, I have a TikTok dream testimony, and basically a sexual spirit attacked me. I do have some social media platforms on my phone, but I only have it for business purposes. So I don't have any more personal pages, as I just mentioned. But when I get bored sometimes, like anybody else, I do go on social media to scroll or something for a minute. So on a particular um day, I was on TikTok and I was scrolling and I seen like this video of Cardi B. She was doing something like sexual, and make it long story short, I just kept scrolling. Who cares? But later on that night, I always pray before I go to bed. I anoint my house. Um, and I know it myself, so I feel pretty confident every single day when I go to sleep that I'm protected, not saying that I wasn't. But this spirit had come through TikTok and I didn't know. So I went to sleep, and when I went to sleep, I was in a dark room and I could see Cardi B's face, and like she had on black lingerie, and she was holding me by my neck trying to get me to force me to kiss her body. Now when you look at the things that she promote, like if we look at the music video WAP, or even her music video Up, that's not stuff that I sit around and watch, but I know what was promoted. I know that sexual immortality was promoted, lesbian was promoted, and that's not me condemning or speaking against nobody. It's just the truth. You could take it or leave it. So, she was holding me by my neck, trying to force me to kiss her body, and I just continued to call on the name of Jesus. I just continued to call on the Father to save me, and eventually she let my neck go, and I could see her walking out the room. And in the dream, I went to go lay down again. The whole time I knew that it was a dream, though. So I thank God for that consciousness. I knew it was a dream, but as I laid down in the bed, now I was in an all red room, like red, just like this background here that you see. I was in an all red room, and I could only see like my legs and my feet, but it was the hands of demons on both sides of me, like long black fingers holding me down, and I could just still see a figure with no face, like standing by the door, as if the sexual demon did fully uh manifest itself through Cardi B, was still standing in the distance. And so, I'm still calling on the name of Jesus, because ultimately we're saved by faith. So I have faith that I could be rescued from the situation. And do you know, as I continue to call and call for the Father to save me, I just heard God speak to me clear as day. He said, "You brought this on yourself when you opened TikTok." I heard that in my dream. You brought this on yourself. You know, you might have only looked at a 3-second TikTok. I realized then, I only looked at like a 3-second TikTok, but literally he had told me in a dream I brought this on myself. So I need to get myself out of it. I know that it was the Father that saved me, but um, I just say this to say, like, now, of course, I still open social media, but as soon as I open it, I'll be making myself aware, or I just hurry up and I hear the words, close it, get off of it, because I have no reason to scroll and scroll and scroll. I remember at one point when I first deleted all my social media, I only had the Bible app on my phone anyways. So it was really no reason to pick up my phone because there was no distractions on there. So I just want to share this testimony and just make people aware that the things that you listen to, I mean, even if you listen to a certain type of music, you could be channeling murder, you could be channeling lust, you don't really know what you're channeling. You know, listening to R&B, and it's putting you like in a certain type of mood. I mean, you got to know at the end of the day that regardless of how strong we think we are or how resilient we think we are, things can attach themselves. It's just certain things that I refuse to watch or listen to or indulge in. And especially after I had this sexual spirit come attack me through TikTok. You won't catch me just scrolling through anything anymore, because I don't want to be reminded of how I brought it onto myself. So I just wanted to share this today to make people be aware of what they're watching.